Good afternoon and welcome to Parashat Lech Lecha. I hope everyone's having a great afternoon. This week's parsha, we are introduced to our people for the very first time, being founded by our father and mother Avraham and Sarah. Avraham Avinu and Sarah Imenu. Avraham is charged to leave his home, to leave his birthplace, to leave everything that he really was brought up with and move to an unknown journey. And as he's traveling, Hashem tells him, but I can assure you, Ve'escha legoy gadol, I will make you into a great nation. Va'avarechecha, and I will bless you. Va'agla shemecha, and I will make your name great. And then the Torah ends with two words, V'hyeh beracha, often translated as you will be blessed. But I saw that actually it's not translated correctly. Hyeh beracha means you will become a blessing. What does that mean? Let me frame potentially in an answer for you in something that I experienced personally close to 10 months ago. At the beginning of this year in January, we were privileged to take, together with J-Roots, thousands of people to Poland, and we were overseeing the survivors delegation. At the inaugural dinner the night before, we heard a moving testimony of a man called Michael Bornstein. And together with his remarkable daughter Debbie, they took to the stage and they quietly enchanted over 800 people. This is a man that built from the legacy from the ashes of Europe, and is a man to be admired. A man who survived for almost 7 months in Auschwitz, but was a child when he was liberated, and 6 years after his liberation made his way to America. He arrived in America with not a penny to his name, but he graduated from a top university, he earned a PhD in pharmaceutical industries, and he became a very successful businessman. The entire family has flourished, and I think embodies the indomitable spirit of who we are as a people. Everyone burst out into applause. But then he told one final story, and that was this. That after the war, his mother returned back to her hometown in an attempt to find the family's treasures. And she dug the garden with her bare hands, and they began to bleed, and she found the vault. But everything had been taken except for one bruised and battered silver Kiddush cup. That cup was taken to America and restored, and has since been used at Michael's bar mitzvah, at his wedding, at his children's bar mitzvah, and their weddings too. And as he told the story, and as I later had the privilege to hold that cup in my hand, I thought to myself, why did this survive? And maybe the answer is this. That small Kiddush cup is one over which we, for millennia, have recited brachot, blessing on the wine at times of joy and times of festivity, around the Shabbat table and on holidays, to drink l'chaim, to connect with that timeless message. The Jews were always charged to be a blessing. Ve'yeh bracha. That charge 3,000 plus years ago to Avraham Avinu wasn't just to Avraham. It was to every single Jew that would come in the future from his progeny. And the idea is that we have an obligation, a haloed obligation, to be that light unto the nations. And I think if COVID has taught us everything in the last 10 months or so, when we're locked down, where we can actually step up more than ever before, to reach out to people, to be kinder, to be more gentle, to be more caring, to whatever it is, but to really become the blessing that the world so desperately needs. And if you think about all those collective blessings coming together, what a blessed world we would be. But that charge to one man, thousands of years ago, was not just to one individual. It was to each and every single Jew that would come from Abraham and Sarah in the future. Ve'hyeh bracha. Everyone on their own level, become a blessing, make a difference, make an impact, make your legacy in this world. Shabbat Shalom.